Hello, welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. I'm Roadkill, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Carenado slash Microsoft Beechcraft 18. This is a collaboration project with Carenado and Microsoft for their legendary flyers, I think is what they call them. And it's my second favorite aircraft to fly. It's not only fun to fly, it's just a beautiful aircraft. So I figured I'd do a let's take a look with this one since I haven't done that yet. So that's what this video is going to be about. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you can keep up to date on all my latest videos. Also leave a comment down below whether or not you've tried this aircraft and what you think about it. And if you haven't tried it and you're thinking about getting it, let me know if you do get it and how you like it, if you do get it. With that all out of the way, let's get to flying. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the outside here with this fancy little drone camera here. With this aircraft, we got amazing modeling. I mean, there's just so much detail and beautiful reflections on this aircraft. It is amazing. So nice. You can see the little dents in the metal and the divots where the rivets are, and just very, very, very nice detail on this aircraft. It's just awesome. I love it. Just take a look at all the detail. Such a classic airplane and so much fun to fly. It's very sketchy on takeoff and landings, I must say, but once you get it into the air, it is a joy to fly. And we're gonna go inside here. It's got this nice compartment here. Whoop, I'm zipping in and out here. But yeah, it's very fancy, luxury flying. Look at the detail on that leather there. Then we've got the beautiful cockpit. We're gonna jump into that right away here, but while we're at it, we're here at the Long Beach Airport in Tofino, British Columbia. This is a payware airport that I purchased just because it's got not only multiple runways but also a water runway you can land water aircraft in. So let's take a look at the cockpit. Okay, in the cockpit, I just realized I don't have my throttle quadrant where I need it, but we're gonna get it there real quick like here. All right, I'm gonna start setting up. Move my mic here. Start setting up my joystick and whatnot. And hopefully, I've got live weather on just because that's usually how I fly, and hopefully I can take off today. It looks kind of rough out there. I guess I can always change it, but this cockpit's very beautiful. I mean, it's very detailed. With this aircraft, it's not quite study level, but it's got everything you would want as an intermediate flyer, new to intermediate. You can fly it arcade-like if you want. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about the Microsoft Flight Simulator. No matter what level of flight simmer you are, you can fly any aircraft in the game the way you like it. So it's customizable, and I like it a lot. When I first started flying this plane, I watched videos on how do you start the plane, and we've got a primer here that you can pump. It actually doesn't do anything. Like, you don't have to use the primer to prime the engines to get the thing started. So it's there. I mean, if you want to pretend it works and actually want to go through the procedures to start the plane, It's there, everything moves, so you can do it, but you don't have to start the plane that way. So here we go. Let's get this thing started. And it's been a while since I've been in this. I've been flying the DC-3. So let's see here. I'm going to turn on the beacon lights. And then we are going to... Okay, we want that on. You're going to flip over the... We're going to start the right engine first. In fact, you can flip all these over if you want. All at the same time. And it doesn't matter. It'll start anyways. But I'll do it somewhat legit-wise. As if I was really going to start it. The correct way. Even though this is completely incorrect. But I'm just going to show you how it works. So we got this selector here. We'll switch it to right. And then we got the booster pump. Click that booster pump. Why is it not going? Usually it makes a noise. Okay. So if you see here, right there, you see the fuel gauge is there. If you click the booster pump, it turns off. And if you click it, that's how you know it's on. Usually there's a humming, but we'll hit the starter. You just got to hold it down for a little bit. Hit the booster pump again. Then we'll switch the indicator or the injector or the starter selector onto the left. And we'll switch the left engine on. You want to make sure that's selected on the left engine. Hit the booster pump again. Hold down the starter. And we got left engine. So we turn those off, close that down, and we are good to fly. We've got a tail wheel lock here. So before you take off, you want to make sure you have that lock. These are the cowl flaps. We've got throttle, mixture, and props here. And up above here, I'll turn on the lights. I guess it's kind of good that it's overcast. This is how you turn on your lights in the Beechcraft. And I'll turn them on just so you can see it. It's a very good aircraft to fly at night because the lighting is amazing in this. So I really enjoy flying this aircraft at night because I can see all the instrument panels and everything. This is how you turn on your GPS and communication radios. Everything works as far as communication and radio and navigation, so you can use all these and program them to your liking. All this works, your 6-pack, everything reads on this. So here's your flap selector, or flap. It shows where your flaps are. Here's your trim indicator. This also turns on. What else is there? Let's take an outside look here. All the lights work. In fact, those landing lights, we'll go back in here. To extend the landing lights, you do this. And then we'll go back outside, and you see they drop down from the wing there, which is cool. They will also create drag for you if you leave them down. So be sure to put those up when you take off. These are awesome, these cab lights here. Let's see, the window's open on both sides. That's cool. What else does this thing do? Oh. This is kind of a cool little feature here. These flop down for your passengers. And so your landing gear and your landing gear lights, your fuel selector for each side, and what else? Cabin heat, oil bypass. These are your engine feathers, so you can kill your engines by pushing those. So we're just gonna taxi out here. It's a tail dragger, so it's hard to see out of. When you do a little taxiing, but it handles quite nicely. Takes a little while to get used to. In fact, I'm a little rusty, as you'll see here. I just realized something here. Whoa! I almost nosed down. I have the fuel booster on. And that is one of the glitches. That happens occasionally. That fuel booster sound won't turn off from time to time, so we're just gonna have to listen to it. Luckily, it's not too annoying. But that's one glitch in this aircraft that's kind of annoying. If you don't shut it down just right, that fuel booster will stay on. Alright, so we're gonna try to take off right here. And as you saw before, if you hit the brakes too hard, you're gonna nose over, so be mindful of that. On takeoff, this thing likes to get sketchy, so we'll see if I can take off here without crashing. Alright. Use a lot of rudder, especially in bad weather conditions, to try to keep it straight on the runway. The nose will drop down and you kind of have to pull back on the sticks so you don't nose over sometimes. And I'm going to adjust the trim up. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. It wasn't the best takeoff ever, but we got her off the ground. Crouch back down here. Yeah, this is a joy to fly, in my opinion, and I love it. This is one of my favorite aircrafts. It's kind of hard to see out of, but I enjoy the cockpit view a lot. And just the detail in the cockpit, it makes it extra immersive for me. And I really do feel like I am flying in an aircraft. So as I said, you want to drop the landing lights, otherwise it causes drag on your aircraft. So yeah, this is Tofino, British Columbia. We're just gonna turn back around and do a landing here, or try to do a landing. It's been a while. Might be a crash landing, but it'll be fun nonetheless. And it's got this nice little window up in the top of the cabin so that you have a better view, and I think that's pretty cool. And then up there is the temperature gauge for the outside temperature. Looks like we're about at 40 degrees. Now what I forgot to do, I forgot to lock the tail wheel when we took off, so I'm pretty lucky to have got off that runway without sliding around. So I'm gonna lock the tail wheel now. If I remember what my tail wheel button is. Okay, I got her locked. And what's our speed? We gotta slow down. that noise is to let you know to lower your gear, and what we're going to do is lower our gear so we can land. And they'll automatically come down. See the yellow lights on, but once we slow down enough, the gear will drop. So I'm giving her full flaps right now. And you wanna land this baby a little slow, because if you hit the runway too fast, it can get really squirrely. So you don't want to drop as low as I did, because you'll fall right out of the sky. It likes to fall out of the sky like a brick without warning. So you want to keep it about 100 knots, and then just kind of ease it down. It likes to bounce, and you just kind of let it slow down on its own with some rudder input. And I cut the throttle back so the tail wheel will come down. And then once the tail wheel comes down, I pull back on the stick. And then I hit the brake. Oh, I hit it too hard there. And then you can unlock the tail wheel once it slows down. But that wasn't a smooth landing, but it was way better than when I first started, because this thing is a trick to take off and land. And as you can see, I'm struggling right now, and I've flown this quite a bit. I just haven't flown it in a while, so it's definitely a trick to take off and land and a challenge. But I love it. It's still one of my favorite planes to fly. So yeah, that's the Beechcraft 18 by Carenado. I've done previous videos. I've done a flight from Ketchikan, Alaska, and we landed here at Tofino and ended up in Portland, Oregon. So I've done long flights on this aircraft, or in this aircraft, and it will make long distance trips, no problem. It has de-icing even. You can turn the de-icer on here and pilot heat and whatnot, so it will fight off the ice if you want it to. So we're gonna turn this off to get the annoying buzz that you hear there from the booster pump off. But yeah, this is, like I said, my second favorite aircraft. It would be my first if we didn't have the Airplane Heaven DC-3 that just came out. But this is my second favorite, and I will probably fly this a lot more in the future. But yeah, this is a beautiful aircraft. It comes with 11 liveries, including this one. This one's the chrome and black, I believe, but it has a bunch of different liveries that you can put on it. And then if you're on PC, you can get a lot of different liveries as well off of like FlightSim.2 or other websites that you can do mods on. So yeah, this is a really good aircraft for intermediate people. Not so much beginners, because I don't know if the beginners would want to try taking it off. I guess it just depends on your personality. If you like a challenge on taking off and landing, then this is the aircraft for you. And I think once you figure out the takeoff and landings in this, you'll love this aircraft just like I do. It's one of the best aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator, in my opinion. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. I don't think there's anything else I can say about this. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you picked this aircraft up because of this video, and let me know how you like it. I'd love to hear from you. You guys all have a great week or weekend, whatever you have ahead of you. Stay safe and Godspeed.